Well then, let's get started. Today we have another episode of Noob vs. Pro. Today we're gonna build and compare airplanes. Are you ready to get started, Timmy? I think we're gonna have a blast.
Oh, absolutely, Eric. I'm ready to build the best plane that I can. I know that you already made yours, but I'm prepared to try and beat it. I don't have any other questions. We can get started right now.
So far, I see that you're just starting with the body and the frame of the plane. Do you know what kind of plane you're looking to build? Is it gonna be big or small?
Oh, of course it's going to be a plane with all kinds of details. I'm thinking about making a smaller one with a smaller cabin. I'm going to make it the best plane ever!
Well, so far, it looks like it's coming along really well. You have a huge chunk of the body of the plane done. Adding in the windows next after this, Timmy? I wonder what you'll put in the cabin.
Yeah, I'm going to add in the windows right now. I figured that each side should have at least 4 or 5 windows, and that's more or less how long and big I want the plane to be.
Those windows look amazing. I love the color and the block that you decided to use for that. They look great. I think that by the time you're done adding them and filling out the body of the plane a little bit more, we're gonna see something impressive. Let's see how it looks once time passes.
Alright, now I have the general shape worked out. Now that that's completed, I can work on the inside details and finish the outside of the plane. There's still a lot for me to add, like the wings and the tail and a few other parts. So far, how do you think it looks, Eric? It's really starting to come together how I want it to, and I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, it looks way better than before, Timmy. It looks great. I'm really proud of how far you've come so far into the build. We still have to finish it, but the progress you've made up to this point has been really inspiring. I can't wait to show you my airplane after you finish building yours. I made sure to make it as impressive as I could to compete with yours.
Alright, well those are the wings more or less. It's not 100% complete yet, but I want to start working on the tail now. I don't want to forget about that part, or leave it for last and do it wrong.
Oh, don't worry about the tail, Timmy. You're doing more than fine on the tail and the wings and everything else. You're still not gonna be able to beat me and my airplane though.
Oh, just you wait and see, Eric. I'll show you. You can see me building it right in front of you. Even if your plane is really great, I'll find a way to beat it.
We'll see, Timmy. We'll see. Even though I believe in my ability to win, I don't want to count you out just yet. Let's see how far you can make it.
Alright, now that most of the basics are complete, it's time for me to polish everything up and make sure to add on the details that makes everything sparkle. So we've already added in the wings and the tail to the plane. Now all that's left is the door, and then I can work on the interior. Let's go ahead and add it right there. There we go. That's a great looking door.
That door really fits the plane, Timmy. You're gonna decorate the interior now? There's a lot of interesting stuff you can put inside of the cabin, so I'm excited to see what you choose to place down. I really like how you made everything so far. I see you're starting things off by constructing the cockpit and filling that out. It's one of the most fun parts for sure.
Alright, now it's finally time to decorate the inside of the plane. You know, Eric, this is actually my favorite part of the build. I always like adding on the details at the end. For me, that's super fun.
Are you sure, Timmy? I thought one of your favorite things was creating giant things, building giant buildings or objects or animals. Don't you like building big more than detailed? Of course, you can like both.
And I do like both. I like making a really huge build that has tons of details that everyone can appreciate. That's the kind of thing I like doing. Look at what I've managed to get done so far in the airplane, Eric.
All the chairs look great, Timmy. I think that you've done an amazing job with the cockpit, and now you can move on to the actual cabin itself.
Oh, definitely. I already know how I'm going to build it. I'm going to make sure that I have all the space that the passengers would need and that all of the seats line up with the windows. I have a few other ideas about things I want to include too. I want to make sure that the entire thing looks smooth and crisp. What do you think about it so far?
I'll say that you're really starting to build up your airplane and make it look even better. All the small details add a lot, and everything from the buttons to the chairs in the cockpit to the seats and the glass windows. I really like how everything comes together, Timmy. I think you're doing a really great job on it so far. As far as I'm concerned, won't be long now.
I actually think that I've completed the plane entirely, or at least almost finished it. I can't think of many other things for me to do. Do you think that it looks done to you, Eric?
I mean, I think so. It's really detailed and filled out, and you didn't really miss anything. I don't think that you need to add anything else necessarily. Let's check it out now that you're done.
Sure thing. We may as well fly around and check it from every single angle. I really like how different bits of the plane came out. I even included the engines and the wings there. You see those little black blocks?
Oh, it definitely looks great. I think that this is one of the better builds that you've done in general, Timmy. Really nice job on this one. Are you happy and satisfied with it?
Overall, I think that I am. I know I haven't seen your airplane yet, but I don't think I'm going to lose this time. I have a feeling that I made something really great and that it should be able to compete against yours. I'm confident that I have the chance to win. It's nice to take the time to stand here and look at the plane, too.
All right, well, we've taken a really good look at the outside of the plane, and we've seen most of the stuff that it has to offer. Do you think you'd want to go inside the plane, Timmy? Maybe mess around with some of the seats and buttons? Play around inside the cockpit? I think it would be awesome. I'm gonna get inside and take a look right now.
Everything is in place and in position. Everything on the inside is looking good too. Sure, we can go ahead and head to the cockpit here in a second. I'm taking a look in the cabin here first, though.
All right, here we go. Now that we've spent a second in the cabin, let's go and head for the actual controls, where the cockpit is. I'm gonna go ahead and take the right seat when I get in there.
It was hard to find the right thing to place to mimic the control system. I know the buttons and lever switch are really basic, but I think it fits overall without being too complex. I would have liked it more detailed, but...
Oh, that's okay, Timmy. We should just focus on having fun with it. It's really cool what you made. You're not gonna always have the perfect block or perfect example ready for every occasion. Sometimes simple works best.
Definitely. Well, I think that I'm satisfied with my build. I did everything that I wanted to do, and it mostly came out as I wanted. Now that we've spent a lot of time reviewing my build, Eric, did you want to go ahead and head over to the plane that you already built? I'm really eager to check it out and see it.
I do think it's actually time. You're right. Let's go ahead and head over to my plane now.
Wow! Oh my gosh, Eric! This thing is absolutely huge! The plane that you built is enormous! Look at all of the different wings and engines. Oh, look at the windows! Look at the detail! Look at the size of it! I know it's not to scale, but it's clearly supposed to resemble a 747, isn't it? Looks like it, at least.
Oh, definitely, Timmy. I spent a good long while on this one. You know how building is. The better you get at it, the easier and faster it is to do it. Still, this thing took a bit of time. It was hard. You can step right in the door there, walk past the flight attendants, and we can make our way into the cockpit of my plane now. Let's check out the cockpit.
Oh, definitely! I've wanted to see what the inside of your airplane looks like for a while now. Look at all of the different switches and buttons. It's a bit more detailed than mine. I also like the fact that you included the pilots and the flight attendants. It makes it feel more real. Let me step out of the cockpit and check out the cabin. Sit in some seats over here.
So I have to ask you, Timmy, now that you've seen the majority of my airplane, including the inside of it, what do you think about who won? I want to hear what you think once you've had the chance to fully review the plane. Yeah, feel free to go through the cabin. Play in touch with whatever you want, Timmy. Soon though, let's go outside and view the airplane.
The The inside of this plane is so fun. It's fun to mess around with all of the different seats and buttons and doors. You definitely included a lot. As for who won, I'm not going to lie. I was really confident the entire time that I was building my plane, but now that I've seen yours, I don't think that I won. Your plane is much better than mine.
Thanks so much for that, Timmy. If you're ready now, I think it would be a good time for us to go outside and give the plane one last look over before we finish up the video. We'll only do it for a minute. We won't spend too much time on it.
The whole process was so much fun. Can we keep doing more building videos next time? And you're right, it's really great to get outside and take a look at the exterior of the plane. It's just as impressive as the inside is.
Okay, well, it's time for us to finish up the video here. We'll do more build videos in the future, Timmy. For now, that's it though. Bye!